Hi everybody, this is Susie from Minnesota Zone 4, and it's September and I thought I'd take you on a little tour of how my pots are doing and how my gardens are doing. I do apologize, I know that it's a windy day, but I have to get this in. August got away from me, and when I wanted to film it was either stormy or windy, so I hope you can hear me. I love this pot, it looks so lush. I love the cannas. Sweet potato vine is climbing up and making its way everywhere. I leave it. It just kind of looks good doing what it wants. Lemon coral seed is unbelievable. There's like a thick mass in there. The earwigs have slowed down. They're still around, but I don't have quite as much damage. You can see the leaves look really nice here. I really love the color of this coleus. How that purple, it's so pretty. And that grass has gotten really tall. It's definitely a cool one this morning. I think it's in the 40s right now. I think it's only supposed to get to maybe 64, 63 today. A couple days ago it was 87. I miss it. I love the warm weather. My sunpatiens are looking amazing. Love the purple fountain grass. That'll definitely add a nice fall interest here. Sunpatiens are some of my favorite flowers. They are kind of a no-fuss plant. Sorry, there's a few mosquitoes out here too. Not complaining because for the most part, never had any issues with mosquitoes because we were so dry. Lately we've gotten a lot of rain, which we did need. So I'll gladly take the mosquitoes. My heuchera looks really good. This has really grown, but things are starting to kind of look a little, I don't know if you want to say yuckier, just because fall's coming. It's almost like they're ready to sleep. This is my new area. The other day I was walking my dog and someone had free stones, so I'm like, yep, I will take it. Anything that's free. And then what I've been doing in here is basically, I have a lawnmower where I can bag. So I bagged up all of my leaf clippings, grass clippings, all of that, and just starting to kind of do a lasagna method here. Let it pack down over the fall and winter and spring, and hopefully it's ready to plant next year. Oh, my fingers are a little cold. Hostas are looking a little tough. This one always seems to really get bad looking towards the end. Not just the holes, but the color too. But this garden has excellent drainage, so maybe it's just a little too dry for some of them. The Solomon seal definitely doesn't seem to mind. This is a spikenard. It does blossom. I don't know if you can kind of see it's getting a flower head. It's not anything spectacular. I basically plant this for the foliage. And it does really good in this spot, even competing with the tree roots and everything else. Another pot of coleus. I love this color. Just pops with all the green. My elephant ears are doing pretty good over here. I am kind of surprised because I had stepped on them. I forgot. When I was mowing lawn, when I back up, crunch. This pot looks good. Coleus looks wonderful. There is a begonia in there, and I'm not a huge fan of begonias. I know other people have luck with them, but I am more of an impatient girl. Wandering Jew is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This has to be one of my favorite coleus. It's called henna. I love the color of it. And for one plant, that is just huge. And that is Hydrangeas in there. It's blooming. It's finally come back a little bit, but it hasn't done all that fantastically, so I don't think I'm going to do that next year. Some more elephant ears back there. They have done unbelievably for me this year. Must have just had the correct weather. I'm surprised because we were very dry. I know they tend to like it a little wetter, but black snakeroot is blooming. And there's a nice sweet smell to it. I absolutely love it. So dainty. And I can smell it now. And this one looks fantastic. This elephant ear got huge also. Look at the size of these leaves. This is the newest one here. Look at that. The papyrus grass is doing okay. It doesn't get a whole lot of sun over here, so it tends to fall over. Not the best spot for it, but it's definitely doing a lot better than where it was. Another pot of coleus. Looks great, but again, that begonia in front kind of stopped blooming, and it's not a lack of fertilizing. And then I don't know what happened to all of my water lettuce. There's a little one in there, and amongst other yucky stuff. I want to say something was eating it, because I had a lot. It was almost full, and then now it's empty. So that was kind of a bust this year. I think next year I'll go back to kind of doing not just the water lettuce, but some more upright plants. We'll see. Whoops, I'm just going to back away here. That sun is a little bright. I hope you can see this, because it's kind of hit me. I'm having a hard time seeing. We've had some really windy days, so a lot of this coleus has gotten whipped around along with the elephant ears. You can see it's a little bit of damage. What is that? Oh, it's a cicada shell. I have had a lot around here. They're definitely not buzzing today, but when it was 90, whew, they were loud. I love the color of this elephant ear here. I'm trying to walk in my garden without stepping on stuff. And I love how when the sun shines through that, it's different colors. I don't know if you can see that. Really cool. Dipped in wine coleus. Sweet potato vine. They're still thriving, so looking a little tough, but I kind of expect it for this time of year. My coleus looks good. Oh, I gotta pinch some of those flower heads. I don't care for the flower heads or flower spikes. Look at, I don't even know if you can. My biggest thing is I want to save the elephant ears. But I'm trying to figure out, by the time it's ready to come out, how am I going to get it out of here? There is no room. I really want to try and save this one. This is the Thailand giant. I mean, when you see my hand just covers that, and that's as far as I can zoom out. I have to step back to get it in picture. And this is the newest leaf up here. But yeah, if I can show you a little bit better over here, I'm not going to keep it in the pot because I think eventually it would break the pot. It's going to be fun. I love this coleus right here. This is just like a beacon right in this garden. And then I love this one over here. Love that color. Not so green. This is probably my worst looking hosta. This is Komodo dragon. And I'm not sure. Like I said, it's getting to the point where plants are getting ready to sleep. They're petering out. But I'm just kind of looking at this with the leaves, but also when I look in front here with this coleus, these leaves too are kind of turning brown. So I'm wondering if I have something going on in this area that's doing that. Kind of like a blight issue or something. Makes me a little nervous. I'll know better next year. Love, love, love that coleus. It's like there's 2 in 1 with that one. This one has done really good. This is shinier. So I will be digging up all my elephant ears, bringing them in. I'll just pull them out, store them kind of in a cool, dry place, not freezing, and wash off all the dirt from the bulbs. I hope I can keep them. Sometimes I have luck, sometimes I don't. This one looks really good. Again, this coleus does really good, so I might do all of that next year. I think I have a little friend here too. I think it's just the shell. Every now and then I can see one hatching or coming out the back, so it's kind of cool. I have seen that happen before. That's really neat. Love this container here. The Rex begonia looks fantastic. I like the whole thing. Trying to figure out how to overwinter the begonia. See if I can. Look at all the creeping Jenny. That just looks so pretty. Might have to do more of this next year. I just love how that drapes. Kind of looks a little bit like a jellyfish. Okay, let's see here. Back in here, I have a toad lily. I don't know if I'm going to get any flower. Oh, I wonder if that's a flower head. It is a late bloomer, so I'll just kind of keep you updated on that. The only issue with toad lilies in my area is who knows when it's going to bloom. It blooms late, and sometimes we get a freeze that just doesn't work out the best. Okay, I'll come back around. That's it for my pots on this side. All in all, my new hosta bed is doing pretty good besides that one little issue. Everything is going to get a good layer of compost in the fall here, and I always mulch with a bunch of leaves. And again, we've had a lot of rain, so that's always a plus going into the winter. You can see this a little more. Again, I hope the picture's okay. The sun is shining right in my eyes. More coleus in here. I did have a different kind right down in here. I'm wondering if that one needs a little more sun to be more vibrant. But otherwise, the rest of the green one, all green, is wasabi. That is a thug. So if you definitely want a focal point and an aggressive grower, wasabi coleus has always done that for me. Empress Wu still looks really good. That one I had been watering throughout the season. I'll know more next year if any of my hostas are a little smaller. And then I'm seeing this. I don't know if you can see, they get like these little tiny white flower heads. You can see them coming up there. My wind turbine is going to town. Yeah, had lots of damage there. I could probably clip that one, but I'm just going to leave it. I think that stresses it out. You can see I'm not going to go in the back of the garden just because the bugs are really bad there, but I'll kind of zoom in. These hostas look pretty shredded, and that's slug and damage. I don't have issues with snails, more slugs. Earwigs too. Look how pretty this color is. My pagoda dogwood. This begonia back here, I think I've watered it maybe once every 2 weeks. I'll be honest, I sometimes forget that it's back there. It looks like it could use a little water now. It's kind of separating there, but that one's doing really good. I find that one's better without a lot of water. My rain barrel has been full, so I've been using that, which has been awesome. These are all my alliums going to seed. I'm not sure what I want to do with these next year. If I want to leave them or if I want to just dig them up and group them together. I have a lot of plants here that are going to have to be moved just to make room. I've got a little full. You can see that hosta's got a lot of slug damage. This is my turtle head. Look how pretty that is. I have a lot of pink blooming right now in the garden. I absolutely love this. Still have some bee balm that's holding on. Not a whole lot, but I kind of like the leftover flower heads. Adds a little interest. Again with this too. I'll let it do its thing. Maybe spread some seed. More turtle head. I'm gonna love this area. Let me just back up here. So pretty. That coleus is doing really good. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. I say that the heads just look like little turtles. So if you're looking for a late blooming plant, I strongly suggest this one. This is my primrose. I love how the leaves turn color. Some more fall interest. There's a really red one over here. My sedum is blooming. Again, it's pink. Joe Pye is also another late bloomer. This one, I think the wind kind of whipped it around, but this one looks unbelievable. And wow, it attracts the butterflies. It is fun just to sit out here and watch all the different butterflies come along. Tiger Eye Sumac. That is the color it turns in late fall. I'm wondering if that branch kind of died, because everything else is still green except for that one. So I'm not sure. It's kind of hard for me to get back there and check it out, but I'll just keep that in mind. My hardy hibiscus has been blooming. I wish I could have shown you what one looks like. There's one kind of starting down there. It's a really nice pink color. And I love this planter here just because the color of the foliage just makes everything pop in here. This is definitely a focal point in this area. A few blooms on my rose. Black-eyed Susan is looking a little bit better, a few more blooms. Not as much as last year. Last year it was just so yellow. Also a late bloomer. So right now what you're seeing is a lot of fall interest here with the colors. The grass looks pretty nice too. Everything still looks pretty good. Again, my hostas look a little but I expect that for this time of year. Okay, then we come over to my jungle. No, oh wait, I wonder if I can, whoops, focus. Love hummingbirds, and they love the zinnias. Okay, back on track here. I just happened to see it fluttering, so that was neat that I caught that. Okay, my nasturtiums kind of took over. I don't know if you can see this. I mean, the fact that they're taking over my zucchini, which I'm fine with because I think I got the squash borer. For the price I pay for zucchini at a farmer's market, I'm not sure if I'm even gonna plant that next year. I might leave it for some other things. I'll have to think on that. But yeah, these are all my nasturtiums that are taking over. I'll stand back a little bit more so you can see it. But my cucumbers didn't do the best. I got a late start on them, and then they just, I don't know. I'm thinking my nasturtiums took over. I have a lot of blossoms on. I just didn't get a lot of female, a lot of male. Look at that. That is a jungle of nasturtiums. And as you can see, I'm kind of standing in the spot where my pool was. That came down. That's also what took up a lot of my time in August. But I'm left with this spot, and I'm thinking a patio area or a fire pit area would be good for this spot. I was going to do flowers and With that new area I'm doing over there, I think maybe this would be better off. It's just I've been pricing it out and seeing what I want to do, but since it's a perfect circle, I think that'd be kind of neat. I was thinking about pavers. And I do the work myself. I'm that kind of person. I don't like this fire pit area. I think it's a little too close to the house. So I don't like that. I would like to move it a bit away. So that is another project in the works I have to think about. And then, dun dun dun, one of my dahlias broke off. It got so heavy. You can see all the blooms here. It was the white one, which was one of my favorites. The heads were so huge. But that happens. Again, we had some strong winds. Back to this. So yes, my nasturtiums, and I only planted maybe 3 seeds in each corner. I didn't water them, I didn't fertilize them. There's a lot. Tomatoes are still looking pretty good. I have some blight, but it does not affect my tomatoes at all. I rotate my crops every season, so they're never in the same spot. And I clean it up really well, so I leave it. I'm not gonna rip up my plant and... I'm hearing something. This just has wave petunias, and you can see that the fuchsia color is definitely a more aggressive grower than the purple. So just to let you know, I would, if you're wanting more bang for your buck, go with the fuchsia. This is called butterfly flower. I love this. All of these. This whole area here brings in a ton of butterflies and bees. I might have to get out here and cut some of these spent blossoms off. I will be digging up my dahlias in the fall too, once I get a freeze. Try and save them. Let's see if I can. This one got a little tall up here. There we go. This has to be one of my favorite ones. I love orange in the garden, but look at how that just shines. And when the sun hits it, all I can say is wow. This one's pretty spectacular too. I love the coloring on this. The Santa Claus one, it's okay. It's not... Maybe if it wasn't with all the other ones, it would look fantastic, but so many of these are, wow. This is the Arabian Nights. So prolific. This one's finally starting to bloom over here. This has taken a long time, so I don't know what color this one's going to be. I can't wait. Another pot over here with the wave petunias. This shepherd's hook, we had gotten a lot of rain one night, a really bad storm, actually just toppled over. I mean, whole thing, shepherd's hook and plant. I'm surprised it made it, but you can see it squished one of my Nicotiana, just flat. It's still blooming. I left it. But the Nicotiana is absolutely gorgeous. It must like cooler weather because I can really smell the fragrance. And the purple ones are the only ones that have a scent. But they are so pretty. Let me see if I can get between my dahlias here to show you some of the other ones. There was a path here. I'll kind of come over. I'm not going to go all the way to the back of the garden, but I want to show you the morning glory vine. Again, this just planted itself. I'm leaving it. I'll pull it all out, but look how pretty that is. So I'm okay with that one there. It kind of made its way in here too, but... And then I have a yellow lemon. It turned. Yay. I have a lot on. That's a really big lemon. I'm a little surprised. All my sunflowers, it looks like they're all ashamed, doesn't it? Like they're embarrassed about something. They're huge, huge. And this one over here. This, oh, look how neat this one looks. This just opened up because I was back here yesterday. And that will, I like how these kind of branch off. They don't just get one big head and be done. So I'll get more color there. These are my Brussels sprouts. I don't know how good they're going to do for me. They've gotten a little bigger, but not a whole lot. I don't know if I have a long enough growing season for them, but really wanted to see what they taste like. And again, look at all my nasturtiums all over. So yeah, less nasturtiums for next year. If any, I'm not sure. I really like that one. That is so cute. I just wanted to show you that. And then again, some of my tomatoes here. My tomato berries went to town this year. I can keep up. I'm out here picking all the time and just munching away. So again, I do have some blight, but I'm not getting rid of the whole plant. All right, ooh, right up here if I can. Look at that one. Love that one too. It's like some of these have gotten really tall and others have stayed a little bit shorter. That one's just a single. Had not realized that I got that kind of variety. Not complaining though. And then this is absolutely gorgeous. Look how light it is on the ends here. There's some earwig damage, but still, you can see the beauty of it. Wow. And then this one's just starting to open up here. And this one's kind of a mauve color. Nice little dragonfly. And this is my white one in here. So I still have a little left. And let's see. That is so pretty. The smaller head ones tend to have a lot more blossoms on it. If you can see, that whole thing here is the same plant. So I'm thinking if these don't overwinter for me really well inside, I might stick with a little smaller variety. That way I get more blossoms. This one's just kind of ventured out here. And they are beautiful. Now this is one of my pots here that has the King Tut papyrus grass that absolutely loves this spot. Look how thick that is in here. Holy cow. I don't think I've ever, usually that kind of branches out kind of like this. But look at, if I can get a view, kind of looks like fireworks, doesn't it? And the more they mature, the bigger and longer they get. One of my favorite grasses. A geranium and a sweet potato vine. I have some sweet alyssum in here. Oh, I love papyrus grass. Hopefully I'm not too close. So that is, that's my dahlia beds. Like I said, if you can see, I don't know if I want to do this again. It's kind of, I'm not sure. I have to think about it. If they survive for me, yes, I will. But I feel like there was a huge battle with the earwigs at the beginning. That kind of got to be a headache. But you can see that didn't stop the blooms. Gara is looking really thick. But this definitely likes the heat. It looks like I have a dandelion in there. And then I'm just going to kind of go over this way. This is my favorite pot. I do this every year. Maybe one year I'll do something differently. But this is a type of wandering Jew, Tahitian bridal veil. And I only have one sun patient in here, electric orange. So you can see it is just a very vigorous grower. I love the coleus. So this one's looking the best out of the two. Again, had gotten some strong ones. I'll kind of show you what it did over here. I've been pinching a little bit, but love it. My hellebores, look at this, how good they're doing. This one here was really tiny, so I'm okay with that. The fact that it even lived, but it's still getting new growth. And this one looks the best. So I can't wait to get those planted. Not sure where yet. Thinking maybe in the new hosta bed. So kind of smushed in here. Just got a little heavy, some rain. And you can kind of see that the color's not quite so vibrant. These cooler nights, coleus definitely doesn't like it. It won't take long. But we're supposed to go back into the high 70s here later on in the week. So, which is fine by me. Again, it's a purple fountain grass. Osteospermum, which I think likes the cooler temps. I'm doing really good. And then my ivy geranium. I love that color. The lemon coral sedum looks really good. And you can kind of see in here, it's, because of it being so heavy, it's smushed a little bit. It's like a, but it still looks really good. I do like this combination. And then you can see my black-eyed Susan vine is kind of going all over. I just kind of let it do its own thing. You can see it's climbing into the lilac here. I think that's kind of pretty. I'll just leave it. It's all going to get cleaned up eventually. It's making a little happy home here. This Nicotiana looks really good. But all my hydrangeas have started to turn pink, or they're getting into the mauve color now. They look so good. Nicotiana. It looks really good here, and then it starts to get less and less. So I don't know if this gets less sunlight or if this is a little drier, a little more drainage here. So it doesn't seem to affect the hydrangeas though. These are the newer ones where you see a little more white. I love this one. I love the shape, and it's just so unique. I love them all, actually. I mean, I love flowers. There's just some that perform better than others. My bougainvillea vine. It's blooming a little bit. I really trimmed it, so I'm thinking about bringing it in for the winter, seeing if I can overwinter it too. I'm going to have a lot of plants coming in. I'm not sure if I'll have enough space for everything. I don't have a really good sunny window, and that's my only issue. I'm just going to step back here. I love how this all looks here. I love the fact that this adds so much fall interest and color. I'm very happy. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this tour. And I'm thinking my next video will pretty much be when we've had a freeze or getting close to it. I don't do a whole lot of fall planting as far as mums and pulling out things and, you know, the ornamental kale, just because it lasts so little here. Pretty much when I'm getting rid of all my stuff for this summer and a freeze, I'm looking at planting my winter containers. So it's just I kind of pick and choose where I want to put some more money into. Again, I do like my dahlias. I just feel they were a lot more work this year. But if I can overwinter them, then yes, I will definitely plant them again, just because they are a little spendy. But I love digging them out. It's fun. It's almost like digging up potatoes. Just seeing how big they are, and because last year my tubers got really big. So it was neat, and then they all got mold on them and squishy. Okay, so that's it for my September tour, and hopefully I get one in for the fall, or maybe a freeze, just going to show you what things look like around here once all of this is no longer. It looks really stark. I'm not looking forward to it, but bye for now.